Through darkness unending, we walked the path unseen. The veil, a shadowed realm of torment and trials, held us in its grasp for what felt like an eternity. It twisted our souls, whispered secrets we dare not speak aloud, and left its mark upon us, veil-born and changed. We are the BloodBrothers, forged in blood and bound by unyielding will. Together we emerged from the abyss, stepping into a world reborn by the hands of the gods. This is not the land we once knew. It is dark, cold, and untamed. As the veil's shroud lifts, we find ourselves in a sacred hollow, a sanctuary carved from shadow, a place untouched by light. The air hums with an ancient power, the ground whispers of forgotten rituals, and the sky above is locked in eternal night. BloodBrothers, we have passed through the veil, but its grasp lingers upon us. This is not the world we left behind, but it is ours to reclaim from the shadows. Faint whispers can be heard. Eisenborn wipes ichor from his blade, his face pale and grim. Fadril asks, "Are you okay, Moon?" Deadbird steps out of the veil into a strange new land. Moon thinks she sees her son Varl. In utter torment, she moves forward and cries, "Varl!" Gwydion asks, "Who is that?" Deadbird removes his helmet as he falls to his knees. Voidlock proclaims, "So this is the new world." Moon shakes her head. "Fadril, I thought I saw my son." Eisenborn says, "So few?" Fadril writhes in pain. "Ah, the echoes in my head." Moon says, "He was hurt, and I couldn't reach him." Deadbird has blood dripping from his brow from the last attack. Voidlock is seeing shadow figures dart past on every angle. Moon reaches out to Fadril. "Are you okay?" Deadbird looks around to see his brothers standing next to him, beaten and bloody, but proud and relentless. Eisenborn proceeds to look around at his brothers and sisters, noting the faces that are missing. Tor says, "Lots of voices for such a tiny world." "Perhaps we got separated," Gwydion says, looking around as if responding to a sound. Voidlock says, "The veil did not claim us this day. We have made it through the very depths of hell." Fadril looks at Moon. "No. Yes? I'm not sure. My head." He then proceeds to take off his helmet. Janeska's eyes flutter as she gazes around. Her voice was frozen as she was unsure where she was or who she was with. Nothing felt right as she could only feel the eyes off in the darkness staring like daggers into her very being. Memories of the veil fresh within Deadbird's mind, and the screams of brothers who fell after losing their way will forever haunt him. Moon puts her arm on Fadril's shoulder. "Let me get a good look at you." Voidlock says, "This hollow, something still has a hold of it. The veil will not let go so easy." Eisenborn grips his blade tightly and starts looking to his left. Fadril says, "The battle, the veil, it felt alive, and feels his head. Oh, my head. Gwydion removes his helm and really takes a look at his fellow brothers before putting his hand up to his head, as if in pain. Eisenborn says, "Who goes there?" as if seeing shadows in the darkness. Deadbird's eyes look around for another sign of a trick from the darkness. Voidlock Graveheart hears faint whispers of his own voice. Fears, failures, death. Fadril tells Moon, "I'm sorry, my heart. I must sit a bit." Moon goes to cast a healing spell but feels a block. What? She feels a spike of anxiety in her chest, something so second nature suddenly stripped away from her grasp. Gwydion says, "Are we actually out of the veil? I pray this is not one of Umbravix's tricks." Eisenborn says, "There are shadows lurking beyond the edge of our light." Voidlock claims, "No, the darkness will not claim us this day." Fadril says, "Wait, can anyone hear that?" Tor says, "Silence, you foul demons." Moon says, "There are shadows about. Can you summon your light to hold them at bay?" Janeska lightens her grip on her mace. The shadows seemed to mask the faces around her. They seemed familiar, but she felt broken, almost lost, as if a part of her was lost to the ether. Fadril says to Lady Moon, "Are you whispering to me?" Deadbird looks around, realizing only a fraction of brothers have made it through. Moon looks at her hands in the dim light. They seem okay. Suddenly, in her mind, she sees she is using her spear to hurt a friend. She calls out, "No!" blinks and is back among her clan, here and now. Eisenborn looks grim and pale as Fadril wipes blood and sweat from his forehead, searching for any sign of any other wounds. Voidlock says, "This place, this hollow, will be the foundation of our new home. New Bloodhaven will be built in this new world." Moon, wondering if her visions were real, did that happen? Looks at the end of her spear. "You there, who are you? How do you know my name?" Gwydion yells at the corner obscured in shadows where nothing but darkness stands. The BloodBrothers affix their gaze upon Voidlock Graveheart, the Grand Marshal. Voidlock says, "This place carries the scars of the Veil. We must cleanse it and claim it for the Order." Moon says, "Gwydion, is that you out there? I can't see you." Eisenborn says, "What devils plague us? Are we still in the Veil?" Voidlock says, "The darkness will not claim us, nor this hollow." Let us sanctify this land and cleanse the shadows from within this hollow. Gwydion takes a breath and mutters a phrase on repeat. Oye, shulo, de, feno, shuho. Oye, shulo, de, feno, shuho. Roedo. And don't return. Stay gone. Void calls out to Lady Moon. Moon, do you see what I see? Moon peers closer. The dark is hard, but are those runes? Voidlock says, that's what I thought. Eisenhorn takes up a guard position near Moon and the Grand Marshal. Moon says, wait, I hear something. Void, do you hear that? Moon, what do you hear? She says, they are calling as she reaches out a hand to touch the runes on the wall. Be careful, Moon. The darkness of the veil is strong here. She feels like an explosion overtakes the area. Void! It's a message! A whisper begins to fill Deadbird's mind. His brow furrows and his teeth clench. Verdril looks on in bewilderment at the revelation. Moon starts moving her hands along the wall as if touching them gave her libraries of messages. Moon says yes, and then thinks for a moment. No, that's too much. Gwydion's gaze jerks in response to something unheard and faces Moon. The whispers become louder and louder, warning that this is not the end. Janeska glances at those around her, then back to the darkness. They need to be protected. Verdril hears a whisper. It's not over. The veil watches. Moon stops and turns around as if in a dreamlike state. When the light fails, pauses as if contemplating. Shadows remain. Seek the heart and sever the chain. Wild Traveler calls out to Lady Moon. Please be careful. Deadbird's hand tightly grasps the hilt of his mace as he looks ready for another attack. Voidlock asks, "What do you see, Moon?" She shakes her head as if coming to. The chain must be broken. Moon, what chain? We must find out what this means. This prophecy must come from Alvreda. Moon says we must find the heart. Looks as if she's in pain. The chain holds it all back, all the good. They can't be free until we break it. Her breathing picks up. She feels very distressed. We have to find it, Void. Void claims, we shall find it. We shall not fail each other, nor this world. Moon says, Void, do you hear that? The runes. They say to find the heart. She starts swaying with the effort. Gwydion states, sounds like we just arrived and already the Hollow Aegis has found work in this new world. Void says, we shall find this heart, whatever it may be, together. Moon leans forward and groans. They say that over and over again. That's it, sir. Janeska keeps a constant eye about the darkness. This was too important to fail all of them. Moon proclaims, that is all. She looks off as if lost. Deadbird states, the whispers linger. Gwydion visibly flinches, then takes a breath. You all hear them, yes? Void tells Moon, rest now, Moon. Your fight is not over, but we shall cleanse this place of all the evil that resides within it. Bedrill looks at Moon. Are you okay, milady? Voidlock calls out with a voice as steady as stone. This place. The rest of the BloodBrothers gather around and put their gaze upon Grand Marshal Voidlock Graveheart as he climbs up upon the stone. This will be known as BloodStone Hollow. We shall push back the evil that resides here. We will claim this place as ours. No darkness, no evil may take this place, not while we yet draw breath. The Grand Marshal pulls out his sword as the cheers from the BloodBrothers scream out, BloodStone Hollow. In the name of the BloodBrothers, Voidlock proceeds to recite the blood oath. I swear my blood that I will uphold this oath. May my blood be sacrificed in betrayal, for honor, for glory, and for the Brotherhood. By my blood, I swear this oath. The Grand Marshal cuts open his hand, his blood spilling upon the very stone. Tonight, this night, we cleanse this place in the name of the BloodBrothers. I reaffirm my vow to all of you and to my order, our order, the BloodBrothers. The Grand Marshal then proceeds to recite their creed. Through blood we are bound, we stand united as one. In loyalty and honor's fire, our bond is forged, our hearts tempered true. By my blood I swear this creed, my loyalty to the clan. I'll shed my last drop before I yield, to protect this bond that forever shall reveal. For honor, for glory, and for the Brotherhood. By my blood I swear this creed. Deadbird stands proudly, realizing what they've accomplished together. Moon, without the energy to yell, instead, she taps the end of her spear onto the ground. Fadril cheers for his brothers and sisters. With memories flooding his mind, Gwydion smiles in recollection. Eisenborn beats his sword against his shield in response to the Grand Marshal. Though the evil of this place has been banished, whispers can still be heard in the shadows. Moon leans into Fadril. That drained me a little farther than I thought. Fadril yells out for Void, BloodBrothers, and loyalty, huzzah! As Deadbird looks to his brothers, the whispers begin to fade. His strength returns. He straightens his back as he lifts his head high. They have made it. Voidlock says this is the price we pay for survival, but together we are stronger than the shadows. The veil may linger, but it does not own us. When we find ourselves tormented by the whispers of the veil, we will call on one another. In our darkest times, we will lean on one another. When you need it most, we will be there for one another. The light in the darkness, a sword in the night. We will never fail together. The road ahead will be long. Our fight has only just begun. The horrors we fought in the veil are not gone, never gone. They are all around. We seek balance in this world. Valskavard guide us. Balance in all things. Tormented by the screams, the horrors of the veil, like a lead weight in his stomach. Deadbird thinks to himself, although he made it through, the memories of the veil fresh within his mind, and the screams of brothers who fell after losing their way will forever haunt him. Moon makes a shushing noise. I know. I'm too weak to speak with you again yet, Alvrida. I'm still new at this. The drill whispers, yes. Valskavard guide us. Remembering all he witnessed in the veil, Gwydion whispers to himself, I won't lose another home, another family. By my blood, I swear. Whispers of failure, whispers of death, whispers of... Voidlock says, brothers, sisters, the veil's shadow is deep, but we will light the way. Janeska's eyes move over the darkness around them. Was that movement? Are the shadows moving around them? No, it must be a trick of light and shadows. Ignore the voices in the darkness. Wild Traveler stands proud amongst the BloodBrothers, embracing all who have come to this world and grieving all those who sacrificed all for the cause. Voidlock proclaims, these veil whispers will not consume us. We will find this heart. We will break the chain together. Tor says, let the light guide our remaining brothers. Fadril hears a whisper in his head. Balance. Voidlock says, come, let us rest. Let us rebuild. Let us explore. Most important, let us remember our oaths to one another and to the order of the BloodBrothers. So we stepped out of Bloodstone Hollow, our burdens heavy but our resolve unyielding. This new world stretched vast and untamed before us, its secrets waiting to be uncovered, its dangers eager to be unleashed. Every shadow held a whisper of the veil, and every light casts a reminder of what we had endured. Yet, we were no longer the same. We were veil-born, forged in the darkness, tempered by trials, and bound by blood. With each step into this unknown, we carried the prophecy of Ulvrida like a flame in the dark. When the light fails, shadows remain. Seek the heart, sever the chain. Her words echoed in our souls, a riddle, a warning, and a purpose intertwined. We would unravel this new realm's mysteries and face its perils, for it was not merely survival we sought, but answers, redemption, and a place to call home. Thus began our journey as the Order of the BloodBrothers, united in purpose, forged in shadow, and bound for glory. The world awaited, and we would meet it with steel, magic, and the undying flame of hope. For when the light falters, it is the shadows that endure.